regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome, folks, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Brumstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Handed off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
He'll hand it off. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
running away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Green. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up. A play action looking to throw. On the move now. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
How about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? All the defensive linemen, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the catch downfield. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the 1st down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on 4th down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field and they'll go for it. Catch to the right. Oh, then stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
QB keeper all the way. 1st out and more. He's still running. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Auburn, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. No control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback, is definitely frustrated. What a great job by the quarterback, seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The linebacker shifting around now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Turns it loose downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And the player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout or they check him out. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. The receiver makes the catch. And they've got him.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Quick dart to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. There was no catching him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And now the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Deep shot caught inside the 25.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Tigers begin to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Bringing pressure. Using his legs here. To bring him down short of the marker. And now it's going to be 4th down.
But you go with dime coverage. Good call by this defense, but it shows you the versatility as well. This quarterback takes off to scramble, and they do a good job of getting out of coverage and keeping him short of that 1st down mark.
Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking deep down the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Looking to pass. It's Arnold. The receiver grabs it. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep to the right side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And they go up 18 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The shotgun handoff here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, but you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field, and the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Here's the second down play. Running back with the football. He's got the first and still going. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
Chris, you know how I feel about the option. If there isn't any penetration, this is a dangerous play for the defense to try to defend. The quarterback's able to get to the edge, draw the defender towards him, and then deal it out to the running back, who's got a lot of room on the outside to run.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pressure is coming. They'll try a pass here. Caught quickly. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
This offense is clicking. Clearly, everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they knocked through the PAT, so it's 28-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Gain of 13. And a 1st down for the offense.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And at 1st down, they go right back to him.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looking deep to the right side. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
You make the extra point and trail now 28-10.
That makes the score Auburn 28, Clemson 10.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. To the air. It's Arnold. Makes a quick grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
That receiver was able to...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard attempt. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Arnold. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this third quarter, they don't convert here on third down. They have so much confidence. I would be shocked to see them still go for this here.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to take off. Gets into space at the 50. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Running with purpose. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it with room to run. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That's a first down for the offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Receiver in motion now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, escapes it. They got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. forced to punt on the last possession. They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back in motion now. Dropping back. It's Arnold. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Oh, he makes the catch!
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And they hand it off to the back. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Looks like Auburn will have the first down. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Auburn, and the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect them. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to...
And now the ball comes up. A disastrous play from the start. Touchdown, Tigers. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks free. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. First down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to scramble. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's good enough for a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. He's hit as he throws it. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find a rhythm. Now we got a 4th down, you're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Grinding away with a running game. Has the 1st down and more. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And it's a kneel down. In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.